Welcome to the GAMERamble first look video of Strangeland. My name is Cloud and I'm joined by
Nimby or Mrs. Cloud.
So this is a point-and-click adventure developed by Wormwood Studios, who's the makers of Primordia, which was released in 2012, and it's published by One Jedi Games.
Okay.
So let's look at the options first. Audio options can adjust the master, music, sound effects, and voice volume. Can adjust the video brightness, set the text outline, click to advanced dialogue, enables subtitles, and then it also has an annotation mode and a commentary mode.
Okay. Today we're doing the commentary, I guess.
More like observations than commentary. So you have how to play, prizes, which is the achievements, and you can play in windows or full screen. So not a lot of graphical options, but I have said that the game is twice the resolution of Primordia, but it's still going to look very retro.
Okay.
So let's get started and see. So here we are in Strangeland, wearing a straitjacket.
It's very surreal.
Right away,
I don't want to tell you, Joe. I don't want to tell you anything at all. But you know the problem with me? I never could keep my big mouth shut.
Okay.
Well, that looks very inviting.
Step onto the tongue.
Go straight into the mouth. Yeah, it seems the point-and-click adventure genre really has a penchant for weird and esoteric games. If you think back at stuff like Shadow of the Comet and Prisoner of Ice was inspired by Lovecraft, and then the Dark Seed games inspired by H.R. Geiger, as well as things like Phantasmagoria and I Have No Mouth on My Scream. So it's just something about this genre that seems to attract these type of games, I think. What do you think?
It's an ad for Nepenthe. It reads, "Quaff, oh quaff, this fine Nepenthe. Win a bottle today at the shooting gallery."
Okay. Shall we go into the mouth?
Yes, so. Now, I guess people who play these types of games are nerdy. They want to figure things out. So, you know, and think things through. So, they like things with weird stories.
Don't know if they'll appreciate you calling them nerdy, but...
Well, I identify with the group, so...
She's gone.
Not gone, Querent. Nearly dead. Again and again she comes to this well, to weep and leap at the sound of the shriek. Which of you will save the other?
So that poor woman has just jumped down the well. She's not gone, just dead. Payphone, fortune teller, exit, into well. So at least all the hotspots are marked. You can access save option, load and quit here from the top, as well as your inventory, which is currently empty.
Listen, the thing you have to understand is, this is all your fault. You miss all the obvious signs. You let everything slip through your fingers. And you're no good at fixing things. That's why she's dead. That's why you're here. Right? Anyway, I'll call again later. But if you need help, and you will need help, please hang up and press 0 to dial your operator.
Wait!
Sounded like his own voice.
Oh, you think it?
That?
No.
He sounded just like me.
You're good.
It's cool that the game has got full voice acting.
Mm.
So crow up there, although it looks more like a
A
raven.
large crow.
Raven.
Hey, I'm on a roll.
This game was made for you.
Must be. The art style, or like the character portraits, actually remind me a bit of the original Gabriel Knight game.
Okay.
But this very surreal environment.
It's like Salvador Dali.
Yeah. But a very large sign pointing to the left, but we can also go to the right.
Yeah, obviously you're gonna go right then.
I'm gonna go look at this hole. I don't want to show too much of the
The
game because
hole's
apparently
just big enough to reach through.
it's only about 5 hours long, so short and sweet.
Got it. Sure is heavier than it looked.
So I've got a rat now in my inventory, and there's a
It's a good 30 feet out of reach. I'll need to get into the tent first.
weird eye staring at me. What can you do with a dead rat?
Step right up, step right up. Win yourself a bottle of Nepenthe. The brew that puts a bullet in all your bad thoughts.
I want that.
Bullets and all your bad thoughts.
There's no latch, and the edges are too tight for me to pull it off with just my fingers. It's locked. It's part of the shooting game.
The interface is standard. Right click to examine, left click to interact.
One hit, and one hit's all it takes to bring blessed sleep.
10 hits. What do I have to hit? Oh, the flashing things.
Oh, so close. Try
I guess I need to be faster, or they need to be slower, or something.
Not very good.
right up, step right up.
So the lights at the bottom.
It's just show the game is active.
Yeah, but you get more on the left whenever you...
Oh, that's the amount of hits, or what's it?
Oh, so close.
So you need to get 10 hits to win. But if
okay.
you shoot, you only score a hit if you shoot when the lights and the thing is lit.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah, so you have to fill them up.
Yeah. The cursor jumps when you shoot, so it's a bit weird to aim.
Well, I guess they have to make it a little bit challenging.
You don't often see arcade challenges like this in a
They're still
point and
too
click
damn
adventure
fast
though.
for me. If only there were some way to slow them down.
So I think they want to intentionally make it that you can't win, you have to cheat or solve a puzzle to
Okay.
win. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong and I just need better reflexes.
Or maybe you can do either.
But the way that he emphasizes that there
Yeah.
must be some way to make it slower makes me think it's a puzzle.
Who's there? Did you scare off those nice doves? Come closer. Let me hear you.
Is that a noose?
This man's clearly blind.
Wife.
Is he writing what the raven is saying?
Death.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
His eyes, they're gone.
But my ears are just fine, stranger.
Whoever did the portraits was really good.
Neoplasm.
Yeah. Okay, so conversations is all keyword based.
Okay.
Asking about himself, women, eyes, writing, doves, displace, shriek, or say goodbye.
Who are you?
I'm afraid I don't rightly know. I'm just an old fool who can hardly remember what he's read, much less who he is. I do recall a book that said, each is his own judge. That might just have to do.
There was a golden-haired woman who threw herself down a well.
No sickness is worse to one who is wise than to lack the longed-for love.
They're not going to make anything straightforward in this game, it seems.
What
Very
happened to your eyes?
I fed them to a raven. He said it would bring me wisdom.
What are you writing?
The same things I've written 1,000 times before. After all, an act can lose meaning if you do it often enough.
Where are we?
I wish I could tell you. The man who stands at a strange threshold should be cautious before he crosses it. I read that once, I think.
Warning.
I keep hearing a terrible shriek. What is it?
The dark thing.
It's a dark thing.
What is the dark thing?
A shadow locked away up there, festering. Some boils are better left unlanced.
Did you mention doves?
Yes, I feed them as they flutter by. I find it soothes my mind. Are they here?
No.
Ah.
Goodbye.
Joy to him who has understood. Delight to those who have listened.
Interesting.
There's nothing on them but nonsense.
Nonsense.
So this game actually has an integrated hint system. You can go to that payphone and dial 0
Easter.
clue on how to proceed if you get stuck.
Okay. That's
A
cool.
noose. I wonder how it got there.
You were the one who tied it there. Tried hanging yourself.
Yes, I do.
Did it make you any wiser?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
That's why I write things down, you know. So as not to remember.
Don't you mean to forget?
Yes, I do mean to forget.
Okay.
Feels like I'm in Wonderland.
It's an
Straight
empty
down.
bird bath.
The
It
rabbit
had
hole.
water once, but the deeper he drinks, the dimmer grows the mind of many a man.
Full of wisdom.
Call.
It seems to be ignoring me.
Doesn't want a nice tasty
That's not going to work.
Condolences.
Condolence.
Raven has got a very eerie voice.
I guess some attractions are always out of reach. I guess some...
Okay, I think we've shown enough of Strangeland to get the point across that this is indeed a pretty strange point-and-click adventure, but it seems like it's going to be very interesting as well. It's out now on Steam and GOG, so if you're a fan of the genre, if you like these types of old-school point-and-click adventures, I think it's definitely worth a look.
Cool.
Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
Goodbye.